Good evening, Erev Tov to everybody. Tonight's class is donated by Soli Cohen in memory of Eliyahu ben Sarah. Also, the class is donated by Jack Shaloh for Rufu'ah Shalema, our dear Rabbi, Rabbi Nahum Haim Admoni ben Rahel. HaKadosh Baruch Hu yishlach lo Rufu'ah Shalema mehera, amen. So too, the class is donated by Ariel Yudae in honor of his wife Dana and his mother, his sisters, and his sister-in-law. Be'ezat Hashem, may Hashem should give them bracha v'atzlacha bechol ma'aseh yedeihem. Anybody, just general, for any people that want to sponsor, so speak to Lior, and he's in charge. He gives me the list. This way we could make everybody happy. Today, we are going to start a new session, Be'ezat Hashem, with God's help, a session of HaNavi. And Baruch Hashem, many years ago, we gave a class on HaNavi for about 12 years, and we stopped, and we're coming back today. I think it's about 12 years after.
2009. 2009.
Okay, so I see about 11 years after. We're coming back, and we will start Be'ezat Hashem Sefer Shmuel. And I really hope that you guys are going to take out, your Nevi'im, Sefer Shmuel. That's something that you will take notes, and you're going to go, and you're going to be proud of yourself. After a period of time, you see how many notes you have. Yeah, you have right there also. I can give you one if you want. All right. The topic today is going to be about Chana and the mother of Shmuel HaNavi. Sefer Shmuel talks about Ledato of Shmuel HaNavi. Chana gave birth to Shmuel. And in this book we learn about Shmuel HaNavi, Mosheach et Shaul to become a king, and also David HaMelech. Eilu shnei hadmuyot. These are the two special images that we see around Sefer Shmuel. But we have to know that to make David HaMelech a king and to make Shaul HaMelech king, you got to be a very great person. And for him to be a great person, he has to have a great parents. And if may I say, he has to have a great mother. So, starting Sefer Shmuel, HaNavi mesaper Perek Alef, Pasuk Alef. ויהי איש אחד מן הרמתיים צופים הרפאים ושמו אלקנה. So, the Navi starts that the person that we're going to learn about him is Elkanah. And Elkanah was a great man. And he married Chana. And Chana was barren. She had no kids. She had no children. And Hazal tell us in Midrash El Kut Shemoni that Chana, she was barren for 19 years. Just picture what is 19 years. Today, a couple gets married. After 6 months, they look at her, everything is okay. All of a sudden, they start to give him the meshaberach. She's cool, baby boy, baby girl. Hello. Stanishwaye, take it easy. People are under a pressure. What happened? It's only 6 months. No. After a year, after 2 years, after 3 years, forget it. They go to doctors, treatments, and it's a pain. It's a pain. I happen to know a friend of mine that he didn't have a kids for a while. I remember his wife was telling, she was saying her pain. That it's not only the pain, it's not only the fact that she doesn't have a child, which that alone, it's a pain. But the fact that friends, how they treat her, she comes to a Brit Milah, oh, they're afraid, maybe she lives, she gives Ain Hara. Just thinking about a couple that come to Brit Milah, and they're afraid that she's going to lose, she's going to give Ain Hara. So they're afraid. She came to a point that she stopped going to Britot for almost 9 years. Almost 9 years. People that don't think. But imagine, Hannah, for 19 years, she has no children. And the Navi tells us, Velo shete nashim, shema echad Hannah, v'shema shenit Penina. So Elkanah married and he had 2 wives. One is Hannah and the second is Penina. Vahili Penina yeladim ul Hannah en yeladim. Penina has 10 children and Hannah has 0. And the Navi tells us that ve'ala ha'isha hu miyamim yamima li'ishtahavot ve'lizboach la'Hashem tzevaot b'shilom. Elkanah would take his family every holiday to Mishkan Shilom. And he would bring korbanot, he would bring sacrifices to Bet HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And the Navi starts, Vahi Hayom. Vahi Hayom, Omrim Hazal, that's Rosh Hashanah. Elkanah went to Mishkan Shiloh, and he brought korbanot. Venatan lifnina ishto ulchol banea ubnotea manot. He gave portions. He gave the whole nice dish to his children, and also to his second wife, Penina. However, ul Hannah iten mana achat apayim. And to Hannah he would give a double portion. Why? Ki et Hannah ahev badonai sagar rahma. Because he loved his wife Hannah. He loved her so much. But HaKadosh Baruch Hu closed her womb. She couldn't have children. The fact that she was willing to bring a second wife, it's a huge step. But the Navi tells us the relationship between Penina and Hannah. Vechi asata tzarata gam ka'as. And Penina caused pain to Hannah. And she would ask Hannah, do you need some baby wipes? I'm going to CVS. Do you need some diapers? I'm going to Toys R Us. Do you need some toys? I'm going to bring my children from the school. You want to go together? She would poke her. It caused her anger and pain. How can he do that? Hazal tell us that she meant L'Shem Shamayim. She had L'Shem Shamayim. Her attention was, let me bring her some pain so she could pray to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and maybe that will bring her a child. The fact that you have 10 children and his first wife Hannah has 0. So she wanted to bring her some pain, and out of the pain she cried, and maybe that will bring her the miracle. But the Navi tells us that year, it was a terrible year for Hannah. אומר הנביא, וכן יעשה שנה בשנה מדי עלותו בבית אדוני, כן תכעסנה ותבכה ולא תאכל. The Navi tells us that Hannah would go every year to the Mishkan Shiloh, and she would cry to Hashem. Vayomer la Elkanah, and the husband Elkanah told her, Hannah lamet tivki, ולמה לא תאכלי, ולמה ירא לבבך, הלא אנוכי טוב לך מ10 בנים. Elkanah tells Hannah, למה תבכי? למה? He didn't say lama. Lama. The difference between lama and lama, the first pshat, lama is in a very soft way. Why are you crying? Why don't you eat? Why are you in pain? Don't you know that Ani tov lach more than 10 children? And that year, and that time it says, ותקום חנה אחרי אוכלה בשילה ואחרי שתו והיא מרת נפש ותתפלל על אדוני ובכה תבכה. The Navi tells us that Hannah that year, it was already too much. It was a way too much. But something happened that year. Something happened that year that Hannah cried. Oh boy, how much she cried. Ubachot tivkeh, and she added so much tears. And she made a promise to Hashem, Ribono shel olam, ani noderet neder. If you'll give me a child, ונתת לאמתך זרע אנשים, you'll give me a child, ונתתיו להשם כל ימי חייו, ומורא לא יעלה על ראשו. She made a promise, Ribono shel olam, if you'll give me a child, I will make sure, ונתתיו להשם כל ימי חייו. I will bring him, I will raise him, I will put him in Hashem's house, in Mishkan Shiloh. But wait, Ribono shel olam, there is another piece to the promise. I promise you not only that I will put him in the Mishkan Shiloh, and I will donate this kid to you, Hashem, but I have another promise. This child, he will be Nazir. What is Nazir? Nazir means a person that doesn't take a haircut. He doesn't shave, he lets his hair grow. And Nazir is a person that doesn't drink wine. And a Nazir is a person that doesn't go to funerals. He doesn't go to the cemetery. We have to know why. But we'll get to this point later on. וחנה מדברת על ליבה רק שפתיה נאות וקולה לא ישמע ויחשביה אלי לשיכורה. Hazal tell us, all the years she went to Mishkan Shiloh and she prayed, she came back home, no news. Another year, another Pesach, another Shavuot, another Rosh Hashanah, another Sukkot, going back, praying, Ribono shel olam, I want to get married, Ribono shel olam, I need business, Ribono shel olam, I need health. You go back and you come back and it's the same, nothing changed. A year after a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 10 years, 15 years. The pain was so big, but nothing changed. She is still barren. Baruch atah Adonai, Elohim melech haolam she'hakol na'eh b'doro. What happened that year? What happened after 19 years? That all of a sudden the Navi tells us, 19 years after, it says, Ubachot tivkeh, she cried. I mean, she cried all the times. But why now the Navi emphasized that she cried and she made a promise? Couldn't she made a promise a way before? Couldn't she made a promise the first year? Why did she wait for 19 years to make a promise? And the key is, my friends, the key is, one, and this is the Malbim Pshat, an amazing Pshat. All the years, Hannah relied on her husband. All the years that she cried, yes, she cried, but she was waiting till the doctors respond. She was waiting to hear what happened in the lab. What's the outcome? Can she become pregnant? All the years, Hannah, Katuv, that she relied on her husband. But 19 years after, Elkanah tells her, Hello, anochi tov lach me'asara banim. Don't worry, Hannah. I love you. I love you like 10 children. Meaning, Hannah, if you don't have a child, it's okay. I love you so much. Don't worry. The minute she heard that line from her husband, I love you. Don't worry. If you don't have a children, I still love you. That second she stopped relying on her husband. And she knew that the last chance and the only chance is God in heaven. No more relying on husbands, on rabbis, on Tehillim of people who made group chats for your sake. No more. Let me pray direct to Hashem. All the years she relied on her husband, but the minute she heard that the husband gave up, he gave up on her and told her, don't worry. It's already almost 20 years we married. We have no children. It's okay, Hannah. Look, I love you. I have 10 kids over here. Don't worry if I don't have kids from you. I love you. When she heard that line, she knew there is no point to rely on her husband anymore. My dear friends, the same story we see by Yaakov Avinu and Rachel. All the years, it says, "Vatekane Rachel be'achota." Rachel was jealous. She saw her sister, Leah, another baby, another child, Reuven, Shimon, Levi, Yehuda. She has beautiful children. And look at me, I don't have children. Vatekane Rachel be'achota. She was jealous. But yet, she had one of the biggest avot, Yaakov Avinu. She knew that she has a way, a connection through Yaakov to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and she tells him, Yaakov, Hava li banim, give me children. V'im ayin meta anochi, and if not, I'm like a dead person. And Yaakov Avinu looks at Rachel and he tells her, Rachel, Hatachat Elokim anochi, what do you think, I'm God? And the minute Rachel hears that Yaakov gave up on her, and he tells her, what do you want from me? I'm not God. Meaning, you have already children, you gave up on me already. Then Rachel Imenu goes, and she prays direct to God, to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and she asked for children. We see those two big images, those two big imahot. We see Rachel Imenu, and we see Hannah Neviah. The minute they stop relying on husbands, on their husbands, they stop relying on people, they stop relying on doctors and promises, they stopped. They prayed direct to Hashem. Then we see the miracle is coming. And it came big time. But wait. I want to know, how did they pray? Because that's the key. And I'm talking to us. In our days, everybody is praying. Boy, everybody is praying. Most, if not all, for health. Most, if not all, are praying for business. We need business, we need parnasa, we need health. Enough with the funerals. Enough. The thousands of people are dying. People cannot hear that, news anymore. Had you ready? But something is talking to us from the lines over there. The Navi tells us a key. May we go a second, Let's go back to Pasuk Het. And my friends who had the book with you guys, and it's worth to open the Chumash. It's worth to open this Navi Shmuel. It says, Lamed tivki, velame lo tocheli, velame yera levavech. Every year you cry. And on everything you pray to Hashem. And there is ladies that they have Sefer Tehillim always in their bag. There is people when they travel, they're on the train, they're on a flight, they have the Sefer Tehillim always, which is beautiful. You see people in the middle of tefillah, sometimes they cry. It's amazing. You see people who go to the kotel, and you see their eyes, they pour rain. You see people who go to the kever of Rachel, Mama Rachel, our mother Rachel Imenu. And you see, this is the place where people around the world who have pain, that's the one place that people go and cry. People cry at the grave of Rachel Imenu more than any other grave. Rachel is the key of the Dema'ot. Ko amar Hashem Rachel, min'i kolech mi bechi, ve'enayich min dim'a. The mother that thousands, if not for millions of tears, came there on her grave, Rachel Imenu. But sometimes people get answers, and sometimes people, they have to wait. And sometimes it's a year or 2 or 3 and even 19 years. Why is it? How can we get a guarantee? At least, Hashem, we want you to answer our prayers. Enough. There is so much pain out there. Ribono shel olam, can you take the pain out? We need Geulah, we need redemption. But till the redemption is going to take place, Ribono shel olam, please, Ribono shel olam, אנחנו מבקשים מהשם, I want you to answer my prayers. The question is, how can we? And I think tonight, I want to give Be'ezrat Hashem Yitbarach, with God's help, a key to everybody. A key to everybody. Because here we see a woman, 18 years cried, did not answer. 1 year, once, she cried, and all of a sudden she gets a child. Not a child, Navi. How come? Hazal tell us. יש פסוק בתהילים, למה יאמרו הגויים? Meaning, lama, why? That's only goyim. Lama, yomru goyim. Do you know who says why? That's goyim, that's not us. People that come and they pray to Hashem, why me? Why me? There is no guarantee that you're going to get answered. No guarantee. Why? Hashem doesn't owe you any answer. He runs the world. He is the king. Melech Malchei Melachim. Lo hayav tshuva le'af adam ba'olam. He doesn't owe anybody any answers. He does whatever he wants. Why? He knows why. So praying to Hashem and says, why my daughter? Why? Why my grandson has to be in the hospital? Why? Lama yomru hagoyim. But Elkanah is teaching us there is a way how to pray, and that's lameh. Lameh ze lo lama. Lama ze why. Velameh, that's what for. Meaning, Ribono shel olam, bishvil ma. What do you gain? What for? You bring this pain. I'm not asking Hashem, why do you give me the pain? I'm not asking why I don't have children. I'm asking Hashem, Ribono shel olam, what for? Lameh. What would you gain by not giving me children? Ribono shel olam, do you want to have a woman that you gave her a womb, ibet al rahim, and it's not being used? Then what's the purpose? Ribono shel olam, Hazal said that Chana Amar la Hashem, Hiveta li dadim, you gave me a chance so I could nurse, so I could feed a baby. What's the purpose of having this and I cannot nurse a baby? What for? What's the reason you created me if I cannot do my job in this world? What's the purpose of you creating me and I cannot do my job? What for? Meaning, Ribono shel olam, is that what you want? Did you create me, but you cannot use? It's like a person who's buying a new car and is not using the car. Why did you buy the car for? Why did you buy the car for? Barata oti v'ani lo yachola lishtamesh. You created me, but look, I have no children, so what's the purpose of having a stomach? What's the purpose of having extra limbs if it's not being used? What's the purpose? And such a tefillah goes up to kisei kavod, because ze lo tefillah shel lama, ze tefillah shel lameh. It's a big difference if when you pray it's because why. For why there is no answer, and God doesn't need to give you any answers. Lama yamu hagoyim. Aval tefillah shel lameh. What for? Oh, is that tefillah she'osa perot? And Hazal tell us there is two types of bechi. יש שני סוגי בכיות. יש בכי של עצבות ויש בכי של שמחה. There is cry. There is a cry of depression. There is a cry of hopeless. And then there is dim'ot, cry of simha. I want to share something, and I'm sure you all have the same thing. Sometimes you see a little kid, he goes on a slide. He goes down the slide, boom, he hits his leg. He doesn't cry. The first thing he goes, he looks for his mom. The minute he sees his mom, wow, he starts to cry. Hold on. Why did you wait? Why did you wait? Go to any park and you see this thing, it's amazing. Sometimes kids, little kids, if they fall, they don't cry. They wait to see one of the parents. Oh, daddy is here, they start to cry. Why didn't you cry from the beginning? Because daddy wasn't there. But once daddy is here, I'm crying. Aval ze bechil shel simcha. Because someone is there that I could cry for him and he'll help me. It's a different type of bechi. You have mothers. They went to the store and the kids are staying home. And she came back at 7:30 and the kids doing homework, having dinner, and the husband is sleeping up there. He takes a nap. As the mother comes home with the bags, all of a sudden the kids are crying. She runs upstairs to the husband. What's going on over here? Now he's crying. Oh, what's going on? The mother is there. She's wondering, how come everybody is crying when I came? Do you know what's the answer? Because when you came, that's the best person that we can cry to. Ze lo bechi shel depression. This is a cry out of happiness. There is somebody that I could cry to. Because a mother, if she sees her baby crying, she sees her daughter, she's stuck with the homework in the other boat with the dinner, and the husband is just flies all over the place. And the kids are crying, they know they have someone to cry. So yes, they cry. But the cry comes from a place of simcha. We have a mother that we can cry to. This is a message. This is a tremendous message. We have someone that I could cry to. And sometimes you cry because you give up. Sometimes you cry because you depress. And sometimes you cry because you just give up. A lady that cries to Hashem, but she cries out of hopeless. I give up. That type of dim'ah, that type of cry, it's not going to bring you salvation. You could cry for another 18 years. Aval ksheyesh bechi, when there is dma'ot, when there is cry, aval ze bechi shel simcha, meaning, ani ma'amin, I believe, and I'm fortunate, and I'm lucky that we are lucky that we have someone that we could cry to. Imagine, has v'shalom, there is no God. Let's make believe for 1 second. The world is just automatically, it's like a machine. There is no God. In Bar Minan, you're in pain. There is no Kotel HaMa'aravi. There is no Ma'at HaMachpelah. What would you do? You have nobody to talk to. What would you do? Then you'll cry. Because there is nobody there to help you. זה דמעה של צער, זה דמעה של ייאוש, זה דמעה של עצבות. You're sad. There is nobody there to help you. But now that we have Hashem, we have someone to cry to. That's a bechi shel simcha. And that's what happened to Chana. אומר לה אלקנה לחנה, למה תבכי? You have to know this year, it's a different type of dma'ot. You cannot cry the same year, the same Rosh Hashanah, the same Ptichat HaEchal, the same Bechi. That's not the same cry. You got to change the attitude. And changing the attitude means you're crying not because you're in pain. You're asking and you're praying to Hashem Ribono Shel Olam. Ani bocha, like a little kid that he just fell and he's looking for his mother. And the minute he sees his mother, he starts to cry. Why is he crying? Yes, he cries, but he has someone that he could cry to. And that bechi, the bechi that comes mimakom shel simcha. The bechi shemagia mitikva, there is hope. I have a mother. I have someone to listen to me. And this is us. Ashrenu matov halkenu u'ma na'im goralenu שיש לנו אל אחד, אדון הכל היה הווה ויהיה, והוא מנהיג את העולם, that we can pray to, and he listens to us. But remember, there is two types of tefillot. יש למה ויש למם. עם הלמה, there is no guarantee that you're going to get an answer. עם הלמה, you will. Speaking about this, I want to go a minute, and I want to try to compare Chana to Rachel Imenu. But before, just to explain what Hashem made in every single woman, you can see a little girl, since age a year and a half. The best gift that you could buy her is a doll. And if you want to be mahmir, American doll, that's the best. They take the dolls, they hug, they sleep with the dolls, they change them, they comb their hair. It's in their nature, since they are babies. They have adults, age 4, 5, 7, 8, And sometime at that age, they drop the doll. And they look for the mother's baby. The mother just came back from the hospital. Mr. Allen, Mabruk, I saw you with the baby a minute ago. Beautiful. A mother that just came back from the hospital today with the baby, a baby boy, Baruch Hashem. And she's holding him, and he hears the class, Baruch Hashem. So, Baruch Hashem, you have girls, age 7, 8, 9, they drop the dolls. And they go to the baby. And as they get older, 10, 12, 13, they become little mothers. They take care of their young siblings. They have it in their nature. And once they turn 16, they become ready to go ask for babysitters. She becomes a babysitter. And once she's 18, 19, she wants to become a teacher. She wants to become a nurse, a therapist, or something to do with children. If not with the older, with old people, with kids that have issues. Down syndrome, they go high life, they go through many things. This is something that it's in their nature. And after they look to get married, and their dream is, I want to have a baby. This is every mother. This is every woman. And I'm talking about general, normal woman. They want to have babies. That's something that HaKadosh Baruch Hu hakak bateva. It's in their nature. And here, I want to talk about this image of Chana. Mizot Chana. Who is this mother that was fortunate to have this kid Shmuel? Maya asta to earn Shmuel. So, let's take Yaakov Avinu and Elkanah. Yaakov has two wives, Rachel and Leah. And here you have Elkanah who has Pnina and Hannah. Yaakov's favorite wife was Rachel Imenu. Elkanah's favorite wife was Hannah. And what happens? Both husbands, the wives that they love, they have no children. And who has the second one? Leah has. Pnina has. Watch this. They both, it's amazing. The husband loves both. They don't have children. And who has the children? The other ones. They both ask children from the husband. And it seems like that the husband did not pay so much attention to them. Yaakov, when Rachel tells him, can you please give me children? And Yaakov tells her, Hatahat Elokim Anochi, well, I'm God. Speak to him. And Elkanah responds to his wife, it's okay. Hello, Anochi tov lach me'asara banim. You're good to me like 10 children. It's okay. It seems that the husbands did not put so much attention to their pain. We continue. And we see at that second they both prayed direct to Hashem. But something happened, and this is where I want to focus a minute. Between Rachel and Hannah. Rachel, before, she goes and she tries out dudaim, jasmine, because there's something to do with if you're barren and you have no children, you take this kind of a seed, of a flower, you eat it, you take it, you can become, you can have children. And then, back and forth until she prays and she gets a child. Which Hannah right away, on the spot right away, she prayed to Hashem. One. Second, Rachel Imenu, after she gets a baby, she names him a special name. And she calls him Yosef. Why? Asaf Hashem et herpati. And she asked Hashem, Yosef li Hashem ben acher. She asked Hashem, Yosef, Hashem, please, tosif li, give me another child. Wow. Hashem took away my pain, my helpa, my embarrassment. And at the same time, she's asking for another child. Where Hannah, her response was way different than Rachel Imenu. Number one, she called her son Shmuel, ki mi Hashem she'iltihu. Hashem, you lent me, you borrowed me. I borrowed the son from you. כי מהשם שאילתיהו, אני שאלתי את הילד הזה ממך. And she did not ask for any other child. Watch this. Rachel is asking for another child, which Hannah, she did not ask for another child. Yet, she got another 5 children, which Rachel Imenu, at the second pregnancy, she died when she gave birth to Binyamin. What happened here? What happened here? There is a big difference between Rachel Imenu and Hannah. Rachel, she wants another child because every mother wants to have another baby. But Hannah, she made a promise to Hashem. The son that you're going to give me, it's not that I want to take him to my in-laws and to my parents, and I want to take him to the shul when he's 3 years old to Simchat Torah, and I want to take him to the park, and I want to take pictures with him and put it on the wall, and I want to send video clips to my friends, to the family chat, and be proud of my son. No. That's not my purpose. And she says to Hashem, I want to have a child. You know why? So I could raise him to become Talmid Chacham, to become a tzaddik. So guess what? I will raise him for 2 years. And 2 years after, I will bring him to Mishkan Shiloh. And I'll drop him there by the top rabbi, Eliyahu Kohen, and let him grow over there among the biggest tzaddikim. I'm not here to have a baby because I want to carry a baby so it makes me feel good. I want to have a baby to make you, Hashem, proud. And if you have any doubts, listen to this. Omer Hatam Sofer, a bomb hidush. He says, why and what's the purpose? Why did she make a promise that if she's going to get a child, he'll become Nazir? Why? Why do you want a kid to become Nazir? And Omer Hatam Sofer, listen to his words. Eze davar adir. And he says kaka. People want to have children, one reason, because you are a giver. You want to give. You have money. You want to, you want to give to your children. This is a love. You want to give. Later on, you want your children to be next to you. So as you get older, there is someone to take you to the doctor. There is someone who's going to take care of you. And there is someone that, if has v'shalom, you'll die, someone will take care of my burial and funeral. So some people, they want to have kids as they get older, that somebody shall take care of me. I don't want to be alone. It's not pleasant. Speak to the people who lose a husband or a wife and they live alone. Unfortunately, they're very sad. They're scared to be alone. They want the children to be next to them. If you don't know, Hannah at that time, she was 130 years old. When she gave birth to Shmuel, she was 130 years old. Like Moshe Rabbeinu's mom, Yochebed, when she gave birth to Moshe. And she says to Hashem, Omer Hatam Sofer, this tremendous hidush. I want to have a child, not that he's going to take care of me. I want to have a child that he will serve you. And you know something? here, I'm old. I made a promise that he is going to become a Nazir. Why? Because Nazir cannot go to funerals. Nazir cannot go to the cemetery. I don't need a child to take care of me after I die. I rely on you. I don't want to have a child that maybe soon, who knows when I'm going to die, and I need someone to take care of me. No. I want a child only for your sake, Hashem. And that's why she says to Hashem, Ribono Shel Olam, may this child, and I make a promise, he'll become a Nazir. And Nazir means that when I die, he will not be able to come to my bed. That's how great was Hannah. But she earned this child because of her prayers. Ad lekan, we can all relate to this story. Until here, we could all feel Hannah. It talks to us. We always have one or two people in our families that they went through up and downs, so we could relate to these stories. But my friends, from this second and on, we're going to learn something that no one is there. Another 100 years, we're not going to be there. So you're going to ask me then, what's the purpose of learning and teaching this? I'll tell you why. When we learn Navi, we have to know that we're not talking about people that live among us. And it's not, wow, it's a big rabbi. No, she is not a big tzaddiket, not at all. We have no idea about the greatness of those giants. We have no idea about the greatness of those angels. We have no idea. We are so far away from them. But yet, I want to give you guys a little glimpse to understand the gap between us and them. There is a big, huge gap. And we should look, when we learn Navi, when we learn Humash, we have to look at our great leaders, Shehem Malachim, and maybe a human being. Ulay anachnu bnei Adam, but hem hayu malachim. And with this I want to start one pasuk. In our Perek, my friends, pasuk Yud. Pasuk Yud. I see Soli, you're taking notes. That's beautiful, Soli. Pasuk Yud, it says, Vihi marat nafesh, vatitpalel al Adonai, ubacho tivke. Hazal ask a question. What does it mean, vatitpalel al Hashem? It should have said, vatitpalel el Hashem. Ma ze al Hashem? If you read the psukim, vatitpalel al Hashem, it sounds that she prayed on top of him. It should have said, vatitpalel el Hashem. Ma ze al Hashem? And here is something that we are so far. Please pay attention. I want to share with you something that the one who says this is the Nefesh HaHaim. He brings it on Perek, B'sha'ar Bet, Perek Yud Bet. And he says, Kach. I was once in a hospital. And I came to the children's ward. And I saw they put a baby. I cannot even tell you how much this baby cried. An hour or two, I'm just crying for maybe 2 hours, was more. I'm telling you, 2-3 hours the baby is crying. And all the doctors on him and nurses, and he couldn't breathe. They were trying to put the needle. It was terrible to see this. And I was saying to myself, how in the world this baby has even strength to keep crying? I couldn't take it. I couldn't take it. I felt so bad. And then I saw the mother came to the room. It was terrible. The mother comes to the room and she sees all the doctors on top of the baby. And the baby is crying and crying and crying. I don't know, 6 months, 4 months. Baby, 4 months. And she already almost lost her voice. And she cried and cried. I felt the pain of the mother. The baby has one pain, but you can imagine the mother is there. In the beginning, she couldn't even hold the baby. And after, I don't know how long, an hour or two, I don't know how long, they gave her the baby to hold him, and she's crying. And the mother is there. והלב נשבר. Oh, איזה כאב לב. You're a parent, you're holding a baby and he's crying, and you cannot do nothing. That moment, it hit me so strong. I remember I left the hospital and I was just dreaming about this baby. כמה היא בכתה, how much she cried. אבל הכאב של האמא was so big. I wish I could help my baby, but no one can help you. So the baby has one pain, but the pain of the mother was 10 times more than the baby, because she is there and she's in tza'ar. I wish I could help you, my baby, but what can I do? I'm not a doctor, but I'm holding you. אבל היא בכאב גדול. My friends, חז"ל הקדושים אומרים לנו, עמו אנוכי בצרה. When a Jew goes through a pain, כשיהודי עובר צער, and it doesn't matter what type of a צער, any צער, and the Gemara says, קלני מזרועי, even רשעים, when they go through צער, אפילו רשעים, הקדוש ברוך הוא כואב לו עליהם. כל שכן צדיקים. Imagine צדיק הוא בצער גדול, והקדוש ברוך הוא למעלה, he sees them והוא בצער, and he says, עמו אנוכי בצרה, אני בצרה. I mean, you pain, I feel you pain, but the pain of הקדוש ברוך הוא is 10 times more than us. You can imagine, אומרת חנה לקדוש ברוך הוא, ריבונו של עולם, I don't have a child, and that's one pain. But you can imagine the tza'ar that Hashem has. Why my daughter Chana doesn't have a child? You can imagine the pain that Hashem has. Why my daughter is not married? You can imagine the tza'ar that Hashem has when parents see their granddaughter or grandson that is in the hospital. You can imagine the tza'ar that Hashem has. Is 10 times more than everybody over here. ומה אומרת חנה? She has her own pain, but she says to Hashem, ריבונו של עולם, I see my pain, but I see your pain, ריבונו של עולם. ריבונו של עולם, please give me a child, not for me. I cannot see you with pain. ותתפלל על השם, ריבונו של עולם. I cannot see you in pain, אני לא יכולה. Please, Hashem, I want to take the pain away from you. Give me a child, not from myself. It's for you, so I can remove some pain from you, Ribono Shel Olam. And that's why she says, this baby is going to be Nazir for your sake, not for me. Who is in that level to understand? Do we cry on Tisha B'Av? What do we feel? We are so far. Even when we have tzar, we see ourselves, and that's okay. We are human beings. But do you know who's Hannah? Hannah, she reached a level that she was able to lock her emotions. and to close it, and to see the tzar of Hashem, אומרת לו, ריבונו של עולם, אני לא יכולה לראות אותך בצער, so give me a child. That's the level we're talking about, the great people who were able to lock their emotions, who were able to lock their heart and see only Hashem. Mi bichlal, who can even able to imagine and to describe the level of Chana Atzadeket, Chana Nevi'ah. Mi yachol bichlal even to dream. But this is the great people that we're learning about. This is the mother of Shmuel HaNavi. And with this, I want to say, Hazal tell us, it says in Sefer Tehillim, Gam ki elech begetz al mavet, lo irara ki ata imadim. My Rabbi Alav Shalom used to explain, what does it mean, Gam ki elech begetz al mavet? Tzal mavet means Gehinam. So he explained the pasuk means that the Rahamim, the merciful of God, is so big that Gam ki elech begetz al mavet, even Resha'im in Gehinam, they feel Hashem with them. Ba'olam hazeh they don't. Aval in Gehinam they feel the presence of Hashem. Gam ki elech begetz al mavet, even when I go to Gehinam, to hell, lo irara. You know why? Ki ata imadi. Even in Gehinam, the Resha'im, they feel the presence of Hashem. They feel the Rahamim. That's how my Rabbi Alav Shalom used to explain this. But there is another explanation that connect to the Chana. And the pshat is, Gam ki elech begetz al mavet, Omer David HaMelech, lo ira. Ani lo roeh. Even though I'm in darkness, I don't say anything, Omer David HaMelech. Aval omer, Ra ki ata imadi. Meaning, Ko'ev le David HaMelech. It hurts him to see that Hashem is in pain. Once again, my friends, look how you read the pasuk. Gam ki elech begetz al mavet lo ira. Stop. Aval ra. Do you know where I feel bad? Ki ata imadi. When I see you, and I see that, I see you pain that you have, that's what brings me ke'ev. Zeh David HaMelech, the one who wrote Sefer Tehillim. He was able to have all the tzar in the world and to sing, but not when I saw the tzar shel HaKadosh Baruch Hu. With this, I want to end about the power of the tefillah. Omer HaMabit בספרו בית אלוהים שער התפילה. There is two types of tefillot שנשמעות. There is two types of tefillot that get answered. One is before the tzara comes, before the problems comes, before the virus, before anything, pray. Litpalel. Before you have children, pray. Before you make them bar mitzvah, pray. Before their weddings, pray for your children. Why? Because this prayer gets answered. It's a tefillah, it's a tefillah, it's a prayer that came before the tzara came, before the problem hits you. So it's a fence, it's a shield, zemagen. That's one type of tefillah that's answered, that gets answered. And second is, when you pray for other people also. Even though you might not be that worthy, that's for yourself. But for other people, מי שמתפלל על אחרים, נענה. וצריך לדעת, we learn the power of tefillah from Chana. How do you pray? Not lama, lame. Not what happened to me. He doesn't owe you any answer. But you could pray, Ribono Shel Olam. What do you rather have? You want to have a parent who is sick? You want to have children, they go to school, they have no friends, and they have no money to buy clothes, and they're going to be out of school because I cannot pay tuition. Ribono Shel Olam, you want me to have a small house that Hasid barely 2 bedrooms for my 5-6 kids? Don't you want, won't you give me parnasa b'shefa? That's a tefillah shel lameh. What for? And that tefillah, Hashem answers. Ki ze lo lama, ze lameh. Huge difference. And I want to share something that I want to say thank you to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. As I was learning today, and I was thinking about this chapter, about that, this Perek, all of a sudden I said, Ribono Shel Olam, I need something. I need something to hit me. Within an hour, mamash within an hour, I saw something, I opened, boom, and I see about this topic, and I was so happy. And since I love you guys, I'm going to share something with you. The Gemara says in Masechet Berachot, on the pasuk, let's see inside. So Eli gives a beracha, and within 6 months, Mabruk, she gives birth, and she gets Shmuel. From Rosh Hashanah, 6 months, and she has Shmuel. 2 years after, she comes to Mishkan Shiloh, she brings Shmuel, and as he came there, he said a halacha. What happened? He sees 2 shohatim, only 2 kohanim, Eli's children, Hofni and Pinchas, they were running the whole show. They were not that tzaddikim. And he said, why are we all waiting over here? So they said, we need shohatim. What's the problem? Israel kasher, you don't have to be kohen to slaughter behema in Bet HaMikdash. You could do it, by yourself. Anyway, Eliya Kohen heard that somebody over there in Mishkan Shiloh, he gave halacha in front of him. Halacha says, Misha more halacha b'fnei rabo hayav mita. Any student who says halacha in front of his rabbi, hayav mita. So, let's look pasuk chavav, the pasuk chavzayin. It says over there. So they brought Shmuel to Eli. ואלי אמר לו, אתה אמרת ההלכה? אמר לו, yes. אמר לו, why? יש לך proof? He told him the proof. אמר לו, חזק וברוך for the proof, but אתה חייב מיתה. We have to kill you. Guess what? The mother Hannah runs. Whoa, wait. Don't kill him. Listen to this. ותאמר בי אדוני, חי נפשך אדוני, אני האישה הניצבת עמך בזה להתפלל אל אדוני. אל הנער הזה התפללתי. What does it mean, אל הנער הזה התפללתי, חברים? Listen to this. Hazal tell us that Hannah told Eli, please don't kill him. אמר אלי לחנה, I will get you a better son. Brother Shmuel, I think I had somebody better than him. I'll pray for you. You can have a better son than him. So the simple pshat means no. I don't want to. I prayed for him. I want this child. Don't kill him and don't give me a better one. That's one pshat. But today I saw something else. She told Eli, you will never be able to kill this kid. Why? Do you know how many prayers I had till I earned this kid? He's wrapped with tefillot. You'll never be able to hurt this kid ever in your life. And she takes Shmuel and she tells him, honey, I love you. And she leaves him there at Mishkan Shiloh and she left home. What gave her the power to convert to Ali and tell him, you'll never be able to hurt this kid? And she says, El hana'ar hazeh palalti. My friends, we need to know that if we want to have any protection for our children, our families, our parents, us, ourselves, myself, El hana'ar hazeh palalti. מי שמתפלל לקדוש ברוך הוא על הבנים שלו, אמא שבוכה דמעות על הילדים שלה, סבתא that מדליקה נרות, that leads נרות on Friday night and she prays to הקדוש ברוך הוא. Those tefillot protect us. We have to value our tefillot And mothers, look what Chana did. El hana'ar hazeh itpalalti. Ima shemitpalelet, a mother that prays for her children. Nothing in the world can affect and nothing can harm the children. B'yi ratzon be'ezrat Hashem, שהקדוש ברוך הוא ייתן לכולנו, everybody here, נחת from our children, רפואה שלמה בעזרת השם, בבריאות ופרנסה and happiness. And remember, there is no why, there is what for. Thank you.